Hey you guys, my name is Caroline Lee. I'm a Diamond in doTERRA. I'm really excited to teach you a little bit this evening and talk about what it takes to succeed as a wellness advocate and what resources are available for us to share doTERRA with others. So I'm excited to join you and thank you for joining me on this video. And I'm a visual learner, so I'm going to pull up something that helps me stay focused, which is a PowerPoint. So we're going to just open up and screen share my PowerPoint here. Hopefully it will open up here. All right, here we go. So really, as a doTERRA wellness advocate, we have the opportunity to build our own businesses and share our love of essential oils with the world. And while there are many approaches to building this type of business, a major key of being successful as a wellness advocate is to use every resource at your disposal. And we're so fortunate that doTERRA has so many available for us. Now, yes, it will take hard work for you to build a prosperous doTERRA business, but doTERRA has really provided us with a wide variety of resources to help us to become successful. Now, if you have any questions or hit a roadblock or you need ideas or you need help building your business, chances are, doTERRA has already provided the perfect resource to help you on your journey. Okay, so it's just understanding where to find that. So for those of you who are new wellness advocates, I really want to talk about the basic resources that you can definitely want to know about as you're getting started. And maybe if you have already experienced success as a wellness advocate, we'll do these discussing other resources that can help you continue progressing even further in your doTERRA business. Now, taking advantage of the resources are really kind of important to understand. And before we do that, we want to dive in. Let's just talk about the best way to take advantage of the resources at your fingertips in a way that will really help your business. Now, first of all, I think it's really important to stay connected through social media, news, emails, and other channels that ensure that you don't miss any new developments. So what I have found is, things like following your team's Facebook page, or like I have a doTERRA wellness advocate YouTube channel is a great way to be able to do that. But really making a habit of checking those social media forums on a regular basis so that you are on top of any of the new information that's coming out or any of the resources that are going on there. And really, secondly, it's really important to continually educate yourself about doTERRA, about the business opportunity, the product line, and all that encompasses. A large part of the resources that doTERRA provides is really to educate people about essential oils. And so I feel like the more prepared and more educated you are, the better you are able to help others. And it really is our responsibility to teach others about the benefit of essential oils. And it's only possible if we are educating our own selves. Now, whether you're brand new to essential oils or you feel fairly familiar with them, there's always something new to learn in the world of doTERRA. Lastly, it's important to know and to find the best way to share doTERRA while you discover the most effective channels for your sharing. But with a little experimentation and deciding kind of what you like and what fits for you, you can find the best way to share information, resources, and news with others when you're building your business. So I think it's really important to just make it you. I'm different than you, and I prefer things. I communicate differently than you do. So find something that fits with you along with all these wonderful information and things that we're going to talk about. So the first thing I want to talk about is doTERRA's resource that's helpful for anybody for trying to be a business thing, and that really is the doTERRA blog. So you can find that if you go to doTERRA.com, and it's under our wellness advocates. Over on the left hand side, you'll see the 3 types of blogs that they have. available. So they have the product blog, and this is a wonderful resource that provides endless uses for essential oils. It's full of DIYs and tutorials for things like do-it-yourselfers and fresheners and cleaning sprays, sugar scrubs, mud masks for your skin, crafts, gifts. It's just very, very informative. And I think there's a growing need for that. I know I use a lot of those myself to save money, but I also do it in conjunction to my classes because people like to make things with their oils. So you'll get fairly familiar with the product blog to be able to do that at home or in your classes. Now, if you're interested in learning more about doTERRA's products and how to use them, you really want to check out the product spotlight section on the blog. This will be a lengthy description of the product information, ideas on how to use them, and helpful background information that really enhances the oil experience. So if you ever see me do a video about a specific oil, whether it's a Facebook Live, whether it is something that I've emailed somebody or on my YouTube channel, chances are that's the page that I've used, is that product spotlight. And so it allows you to be able to share it and using compliant language and really cool information about where the plant comes. They do have an interesting fact item on there, so that's always fun to be able to share. Now, the second blog is the science blog, and it isn't always easy to explain the science behind oils. That's just not one of my strengths. Some people, it definitely is theirs, but we often get questions to explain how an essential oil works. How do we know that they're safe and effective, and how do they work in the body? And so if you're really interested in the scientific background of essential oils, or if you're getting a lot of scientific questions coming your way, the doTERRA Science blog continually provides new information about essential oils and resource, new studies, essential oils and their safety, essential oils and weight loss, and a lot more. So it's definitely really, really fun to explore. And I think they just added a new section in there where it's kids, where they can do even experiments using essential oils. Really kind of fun, interactive, makes science a little bit more enticing, I believe. All right, the third blog that they have that's super helpful resource for you is the business blog. And this actually will keep you up to date on everything you need to know as a wellness advocate. And it really offers useful advice for anyone trying to build a doTERRA business. Now, the blog includes posts about events, so like upcoming events like wellness summits, or advice on holding your own events, convention, those type of things, ideas for classes. So sometimes you want to spruce something up and try something new. They'll give you lots of suggestions, advice on building your business and managing your team. Words of wisdom from other wellness advocates who have been successful. That's really crucial on that. And if you really are a doTERRA wellness advocate, you should be frequently checking the doTERRA business blog for tips and ideas. And this has really been helpful in my own business using the business blog. I've used a lot of their class ideas for my monthly trainings, or even if I do a Facebook Live of that week, maybe cars and automobiles or whatever, I will use a blog idea from them and make that into a class, 5 minutes. And it's really kind of a fun thing. It makes me seem a little bit smarter because I'm trying something new and I'm getting new information, and I love that I can learn alongside my clients. Now, the other thing that they have are the leadership magazines and the living magazine, and I sure hope that you get these on a regular basis. Now, we're going to talk about how you can get it. You can qualify if you're a manager or higher, like you maintain the rank of manager in the quarter, then you'll actually get this for free. The doTERRA will send it to you. But the Living Magazine, let's talk about that one, is a quarterly publication that features all kinds of useful, inspiring, and educational information about doTERRA as a company, product, leaders, sourcing, essential oils, let's see, and much more. I love the cooking articles, those kind of things. So it has full in-depth articles and useful information that's great to get. And it's a wonderful tool to share with others when you're introducing them to doTERRA. So I like to give the Living magazine away. I buy the older copies of it, and I note like 2 or 3 articles that I really like in that. And then that gets gifted to somebody that enrolls for the very first time as their kind of welcome packet. So they get to know a little bit more of the ideas, and they get familiar with the Living magazines that way. Now, let's see. So the issues of Living magazines are released in March, June, September, and December. They can be ordered in your back office, so you can actually find that. Real nice, simple, easy there. And like I said, active members who are managers or above and have placed one order within the last 90 days, the magazines are eligible to receive the free Living magazine with their regular order. Now, new wellness advocates who have enrolled within 90 days of the magazine launches are also eligible to earn it for free. So that also gives them, that's why I use the older ones, so they'll get the newer ones usually sent to them. Now, again, get the older ones. You can buy them in 10 packs in your back office, making it super easier to share, as well as they are stored online. So you can, I've shared a lot of the articles on my social media, or when I'm talking to somebody about a specific issue, I might send them an article from that digitally. And so that's kind of a nice way to be able to share some more third-party information and a third-party expert. Now, the Leadership magazine that comes out once every 2 months and features interviews and stories from doTERRA wellness advocates who have reached the rank of diamond or above. And whether you're on your journey to doTERRA or you're just getting started, this really is a wonderful resource that will help you with helpful advice from a wellness advocate who's gone through some of the same challenges and experiences that you may go through as you build your business. And for top-notch advice and bi-monthly inspiration, you really need to look at this magazine as a resource to your doTERRA journeys. This magazine also features recognition section in the back with names and pictures of wellness advocates from golds and above. And they have to reach it 2 times within a 6-month period to be able to be in that magazine. Now, you can always purchase this in your order for $2, or there's a digital copy of it online. And if you're wondering what it takes to be featured, includes and to be included in your interview as a new diamond or presidential, you have to actually hit that rate 3 times in 12 months to be able to get in that article. And I love that magazine. It's something that actually I keep in my inspirational room, which some people know it as the bathroom, right? I have magazines there, and I just, every time I'm in there and I have a few minutes, I might grab that and really kind of get some thoughts. I'll see people's journeys and be able to relate to their journey, as well as they always give you their thoughts, like what they would do differently or what worked for them in their business. And I love looking to see what worked for them and seeing, you know, personalizing my business. What can I do to make it better? And that is just a valuable resource because these people are successful in doTERRA. They're doing what it takes to be successful, and that's where I want to be. All right, so these are the product information pages. This is actually a demonstration, like the one was from convention. You know, when you go to convention, they'll give you a packet, but these are other individual ones, and hopefully you are familiar with this one. But I feel like it's one of the greatest resources available is the PIP, the product information. And each product that doTERRA has a PIP page. And you can find them on doTERRA.com. Whenever you look up at an item, you just go down to the bottom of the screen and it will say like PIP or key studies or whatever. You can click on that, and then you'll be able to pull that up with it. And it usually comes up as a PDF. And I just, you know, the way that I use this is if I were to give an oil sample to somebody, especially before they come to a class, if I give an oil sample, typically I will print out the PIP form because it will give them some primary benefits. It will give them usage tips, directions on how to use it, because I'm not a doctor. I don't diagnose or treat anything, but I can give them a product information page that has that information on there, and they have that at their fingertips. So really love the PIPs. You can also digitally send these to people, so it doesn't have to be locally here, but if somebody has a question about the tri-E's or something like that, you can give them the product information pages. So definitely a wealth of knowledge. There's also lots of brochures that doTERRA has, and they're available both digitally and in print. Everything from the skincare care line to the Slim and Sassy. They've got the holiday brochures that come, and it really gives you a chance to learn about the products and the programs, and I make it easier to share. So usually when I have these brochures, or when I'm doing a booth, or if there's a special that day, then I might have a couple of those. And here are some examples of some brochures that doTERRA has. You definitely want to get familiar, if you're building the business, to the Living, Share, Building Naturally forms. Well, I guess they're not called the Naturally, but they are in the Empowered Success section. At the very end, I will actually open up the back office and show you some of the resources that you can get on there and where you can find it. But this just definitely is an amazing resource to you. If you've never looked at these brochures, I highly recommend it. It will give you a wealth of knowledge, as well as if somebody asks you specifically about a product line, you have it at your fingertips. So all right, forms and flyers. So I found that a lot of people are not as familiar with the forms and flyers section, but it really is a great place to become familiar with, especially if you're just starting out. You'll want to get the direct deposit form and submit that to doTERRA, and that is actually found in the form section here. So when you're teaching a class or holding an event, or you're doing a one-on-one meeting with somebody, there's lots of flyers that you can use, class sheets, information about products that you want to have on hand. So definitely want to make sure that you get familiar with this. You'll find that the Wellness Advocate Agreement and the Wholesale Customer Agreement are there. So if you need extra of those, you can print them out. An event submission form. So if you're doing a booth, you need to get that submitted through doTERRA. So you need to get that form there. If you need to change account information, maybe you got married or divorced, maybe, yeah, so those pretty much are it. Account information pages are there as well. I do like this blue form that they show you. That is the point redemption form. So if you have somebody that is going to redeem their points, they're like, well, how many points are there? You can actually just send them this form, and it will show them how much points are going to take to redeem something. So we all know that the essential oils and the points are pretty much the same if it's an essential oil product. But for instance, maybe I want to get the Citrus Bliss hand lotion, where the point value is 5 points, but it costs us $6.50. It's going to tell me how I can get that for free using my points. So it would take, the retail price, or the wholesale price instead of the point price. So this is really beneficial if you want to have that on hand to show people what they can use their points for, because sometimes I get people who ask, even, can I use points for diffusers and that kind of thing? And so what can I use my points for? This form is specific for that, and it's really, really helpful. So definitely get comfortable with the forms and the flyers. Now there really are great resources out there. As we're on social media, we really want to have high quality images, videos, and presentations to go along with our business, because that's just kind of the world that we live in. So whether you're just going to make a presentation to a large group, whether you're just going to share a video to your neighbor, they really make it super simple in this section to be able to go and find information and to share them. So they do have an image section on there where you could find high resolute images. So if you're making your own presentation, it's in the right pixel and it's not blurry. And so I love that is, and it's not copyrighted. A lot of images you get on the internet are copyrighted, and so you need to pay for those images. But doTERRA allows these images to be used by their wellness advocates. They have been paid for, and they're available for us to use. So there's also presentations there that are already completed for you. So makes it super easy for you to be able to learn some more things about these product lines by visiting the presentations. All right, so there is a Q&A pages that really answers questions. So I think it's really important to get familiar with this, because sometimes you can find a lot of those questions without having to call or email customer service for that. So just the frequently asked questions, it's very important to make sure that you look at this before you call, because you could probably find a lot of your answers that way. Things like shipping rewards programs, questions about the becoming an advocate or direct deposit, that kind of thing. All of those are going to be the question and answer pages. So, all right, source to use. So if you've ever been kind of curious about doTERRA's products and the people who produce the oils, you want to see the process starting from the source, that everything that happens in between that gets to you as the customer. That's why they created source to you. And this one takes you from the growing all the way to the bottle, the testing, the distilleries, all that kind of thing, the use practitioners. So it's a great resource for you to go and use that. So you can learn about the co-impact sourcing initiatives, how product is grown and distilled. It's a very interactive website. You can actually even put in your barcode and see some of the studies on that particular oil batch that you have. So it's a great resource, and I'm always talking about this in my classes so that people know where they can find more information about it. Now, perhaps the quickest and most efficient way to keep up with the goings on doTERRA is to follow doTERRA's social media platforms. And of course, they have several of them. Some post weekly, some post daily. But you want to really pay attention to promotions, product releases, events, and follow doTERRA on whatever social media platform that you use and get comfortable with it. They do have Instagram, where they do inspired and very pleasing pictures and helpful tips. They do run contests on there and monthly promotions on that. Their Facebook account, they have posts every day there. And again, they do just like the Instagram, they fund DIYs and recipes. They do Facebook Lives with the owners and some of the wellness advocates. They also have a business Facebook page, which I really like. And they also have a science Facebook page with new blog or important announcements that way. So I follow them, and I just check that in, once a week with them to see what I've missed, if they have any announcements. Typically when they do BOGOs, it's announced through their social media outlets. So you definitely want to make sure that you're subscribed to one of theirs. There's also Twitter accounts and Pinterest. So if you like to pin boards and save recipes, you can definitely do that. For me, I do follow the YouTube channel, and I do Facebook with doTERRA. I also have my own Facebook group with my users as well as my builders. And I have my own YouTube channel. And that's just something that I started my own YouTube channel when I hit Diamond, because I had some people who were not on Facebook that I wanted to be able to support. And you don't necessarily have to have a YouTube account to watch things on YouTube. So it allows me to be able to really share that audience. And because I know the compliance and how to speak compliantly, I know that it's really easy and safe for me to share that on social media that way. All right, so Hootsuite. This is an app that you can get to help you with your social media accounts. Now, it's really important to stay compliant and stay away from the diagnosis and treatment side of doTERRA. You want to really talk about wellness and stay on that one. So this really is a social media management company, Hootsuite, that makes the social media experience so much easier. So Hootsuite and Amplify together really help you in sharing. Like, they're pre-made posts that you use Hootsuite. Hootsuite timestamps it, and you can schedule those. And then Amplify app has all these beautiful pictures that are already done, and all you have to do is decide what you want to share and share it. And so then it's nice and compliant, and it's beautifully done, right lighting and all that kind of stuff for it. And you can get, sorry, I don't mean to yawn. Oh, I've been talking a whole lot this morning. You can get the Amplify app for $14.99. It's a yearly subscription that really gives you access to the app. And you can buy this online in the back office. And really content is added weekly. So you can go in there every week and schedule that week's social media posts on there. And you can even edit what they write. So if you want to give your own personal experience and make it you, they really make it very easy for you to share on social media. It takes a lot of the time out, so you don't have to think and recreate the wheel. It's already done there for you, and then you get to choose to personalize it. All right, another resource that doTERRA has to help you to get your dreams becoming in a reality. If you want to become a diamond in particular, you might have heard about a program called the Diamond Club. Now, this is an intense program that doTERRA designed to help wellness advocates reach their goal of the rank of diamond. And the point of this one is to build leadership in their organization and team support outside of their local areas. So you can go to doTERRADiamondClub.com, and it will provide you with the requirements. Typically, you have to qualify as a silver and above. And there are monthly enrollments. So you'll go to that particular area that you're approved to go, and you'll have classes and you'll enroll people. And so every month you can give a special enrollment promotion, a free oil that doTERRA gives in their order. But you also have to get a certain number of enrollments to stay in the program, and then they reimburse you in some of your travel. So that helps you expand your business outside of the area and help your out of the area leaders become stronger leaders by being able to support them. It is a 4-month program, and we are getting ready. I know we're in May right now, so June will be our next qualification month. They do Diamond Club twice a year. But it is a wonderful thing. Like John and I, we did Diamond Club. I'm going to say we did 3 times before we hit Diamond. The second time we had lots of people doing Diamond Club, and so we bowed out early. We did not complete that one, but we did complete Diamond Club twice. The third time that we did Diamond Club, we hit Diamond on the very last month of the year. So definitely was something that was super fun and life-changing for my family. And so I want to really, normally I close this, but I really want to share with you briefly a little bit more about the website and see if there's anything else I missed about the resources that you can find there. So let me screen share really quickly my screen so you can see some of the other resources that are available and where you can find it, some of the stuff that we talked about. And so because we're wellness advocates, almost all the areas that I'm talking about are going to be found in our advocate. So here again, you're going to see where the product blogs are. Okay, they're going to be all right here, where the literature, the class kits, those are amazing. They have the invitations to the classes, they have handouts, they have an ebook that goes along with that topic. They have a PowerPoint too, so if you want to record it for social media, it has a script for it. Also, all the ebooks that doTERRA has done are here. It's great. You know, I always gift the beginner's ebook when somebody enrolls in my welcome email. So this is stuff that doTERRA has done that makes it super easy for you to give support to your team. We've got our flyers and forms here, our images, the presentations that we talked about, the Q&A pages, videos doTERRA has done, and then if you need a language like Spanish or French, you can go right here and it's got all the tools in those particular languages. I'm going to see what else is in here. Convention information. Hopefully you guys are all attending convention, especially if you're doing this as a business. That should be a priority. It's the #1 event you want to make sure that you come to. And I even promote it with my users because there's lots of education that happens. We have our co-impact trips that you can actually volunteer and go and pay to go on to make an impact with our growers and our healing hands foundation that we do. This is our incentive trip. Let's see, regional product education that's going on right now. And there's 5 different locations. So if you want information about that, that's a good education day for anybody. So that's users to builders. You want that one. Wellness summits, your A to Z training. This one's going to talk a little bit more about oils and take you through all of those things. Let's see, doTERRA University is kind of your users page where you're going to find a lot of information on living, sharing, and building. Discover Solutions is a brand new one. I'm going to show this because I think this is just amazing. If you've used the Live Guide, the lifestyle overview, you talk a little bit about the page with the body systems and the different supplements and stuff like that, the body system. So if they can't find something in their resource, maybe they look at the body system to find out what products support it. So let's just say they're interested in their immune system and what they can do to boost their immune system and help support it. This is going to talk about top products that help to do this. It goes in conjunction with that Live Guide, and then some tips and some more education on that site as well. I really do like, they also have certain areas. So the lifestyle pyramid, when we're talking about weight management, exercise, personal care, single oils, let's see right here, self-care, sleep. So they can hit one of those categories. Let's see, bedtime routine. It's going to give them some more education about that and products that doTERRA suggests to help in maintaining a healthy bedtime routine. And so this allows you guys to discover solutions for yourself in the areas that make the most difference for you. So I love that. Empowered Life. This is our series that are online education. So I hope for you as a wellness advocate that you dive into the education every single month so you can promote this. But this is the recordings of all the previous ones. So last month we did daily lifestyle habits. I think it took me like 25 minutes to watch the 3 videos that they had there, but really good information. So I encourage you to watch the recordings as well as register for the new one. So this is spring cleaning that's going to be today and tomorrow, and you can schedule the time to watch it live or or recorded webinar, and then they'll post it right in here. We have the Empowered Success, which in case as a builder, this is what you're going to get: the Live, Share, Build brochure, the launch, the Train by Rank. They have a new webinar series, and once a month we're going to be doing a webinar where top doTERRA wellness advocates will be sharing successful building tips. So definitely you want to get used to this. You want to make sure you got the appropriate rank guide because there are digital downloads that go along with that. Class sheets, all this. This is like probably going to be one of the most used areas that you have under the Art Advocate as you're building a business. Now, Empowered You is also a brand new site just up in there, and it deals with the Gallup Strength Finder. So if you can go to gallupstrengthfinders.com, you can actually take an assessment to find out what your top strengths are. And the idea is people work better and more efficiently and on their own if you can get them to work in the areas of their strengths. If you notice their strengths and you help build their strengths up. And so that can make a huge difference in your business. So once you take the test, you can actually see these. I'm going to live in your strengths. The videos, you can unlock your top 5 or your top 34. And you can watch the video specifically about the strength that you have and how it can show up in your doTERRA business. How can it help you propel yourself to the next level and utilize what you're naturally good at in your business? So I love that as wellness advocates. I'm really excited to bring that to my team and learn more about my strengths as well as their strengths. So again, there's Diamond Club right here, a promotions tab. Let's see. And then if you're familiar with the Aroma Touch technique, that's all available for you. But I love that they have really expanded all the amazing resources that are available for you as you build your doTERRA business. So if you are on the Nature's Essentials team, do plug into the Facebook group. that I have a closed Facebook group. If you're not in a user group, you're welcome to join my user group. Find me on Facebook and let me know that you're interested in that. I also have a YouTube channel to help support you and your business. So maybe you're not very good at making your own videos, or it makes you uncomfortable and you don't know where to start. Maybe you're just starting out. You can share a lot of the videos that I have saved on my YouTube channel for your own self. Like, you don't have to recreate the wheel. The videos are there for your help in your business. So just know that I am doing what I can to help support you and to bring your business. And so is doTERRA. So hopefully you found this helpful, and I'm so excited for you, and good luck with your doTERRA business, because we are changing the world one drop, one person, and one community at a time. All right, take care.